Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a brand new season of JWE Monday Night Jayromoda. Tonight we're in Cleveland, Ohio, where we have a brand new roster starting off where we left off last year at Ultimate Fight Night, as we're already getting ready for JWE Payback. Tonight, Tenko Chabashira is making her full return to the singles division as she takes on Aigis. Gundham, Tanaka, and Kanji Tatsumi once again take each other on. And the Twin Dragons welcome a brand new pair of superstars making their debut with us here tonight. It's been a long off-season, and there's been plenty of drama already cooking up. So get ready for a brand new season of excitement, because this is the 2026 season. This is Jayromoda. And we're starting off the year, and already we have Akechi making his way down to the ring. Microphone in hand. I'm sure he wants to address the crowd after last year's perfection. And indeed, he said that last year was a cakewalk. 28-0. He's planning to go 30-0 this year. And, yeah, now just calling out the back stage, and here comes Akihiko Sanada, staring down his old rival from last year, saying that Akechi, you were a coward last year. You did not put yourself in any good positions. And now Akihiko saying that he can easily break that winning streak that Akechi had heading into this year. With a match right here, and Akechi, he agrees. Referee in the ring. And here we go, our first match of the night. Well, not unsanctioned, but not what I was expecting it to be. And already we have some chain wrestling here. The collar and elbow now into the headlock. Now Akihiko slipping out into the waistlock from behind. Akechi trying to slip his way out. Trying to overpower Akihiko. And now Akihiko turning this into a headlock on the mat, just trying to gain early dominance here, pulling back. And Akechi finally pushing him off into a jumping DDT. Stomp to the wrist, stomp to the upper arm. And a big change that we made from this year to last year to this year. We're shortening up nights from 8 matches to 6. Looks like we might start off the season with 7. Or no, we are definitely starting off the season with 7 as Akechi with a... Forgetting the word. Dummy punch, not dummy punch, whatever. Akihiko with the reversal into the pin, not even a 1 count as Akechi kicks out. Now again in the collar and elbow. And now Akihiko with a wrist lock. Sucker punch, that's what it's called, sucker punch. And Akihiko just continuously working on Akihiko's wrist. Or, Akihiko working on Akechi's wrist. And Akihiko fighting Akechi off. And a planted slam. Akihiko now up in the corner. Akechi to the outside. Akihiko with a diving clothesline, somehow finding its mark. And a slam. Standing shooting star press from Akihiko. Referee at the count of 3. Superman punch along the outside. And a sliding drop kick. There's 4. And a slam to the outside. Referee at the count of 5. And now Akechi with the reversal. Back into the ring. Akiko needs to be a little bit careful. There's 7. Akechi with a crossbody. I don't think that will reset the count. Oh, it will. I wasn't sure if the referee counted Akechi as being in the ring or not. That apron rope area can be a little bit confusing. Akechi throwing Akiko into the corner. There's 4. And another toss. There's 5. Akechi in the ring. Akiko slow to his feet. There's 6. The referee getting him back inside the ring. Akiko back inside the ring. Akechi in the corner being turned around by Akiko. And the bop and the bang into the pin. There's 1. There's 2. Another pin attempt in the corner. There's 2. Akechi looking for the rope break. Referee not seeing it, and Akihiko. Not entirely sure if we do call this a win or not, since it's not an official match. But Akihiko being putting Akechi in his place. And I think that's what Akechi gets for being a little bit too arrogant. And now for our first official match of the year. It is a tag team matchup. And introducing first, it is Yu Narukami and Yosuke Hanamura. It is Brosona. And we've had a little bit of a shift in roster between this year and last. And Brosona changing from Eclipse, swapping over to Jayromoda for this year. And their opponents. For various reasons, they have been given the tag team champions, or championship belts. Making their way to the ring with Petroka. It is Akos and Mikhail. Your last year Heel of the Year award winners. It is Torna. And here we go. Yosuke and Mikhail the first in the ring, as Mikhail immediately tossing Yosuke into the corner and tagging in Akos immediately. And a stomp right to the stomach. And now up, over, in a single shoulder suplex from Akos. And an arm breaker. And a love tap from Akos. Looking for a clothesline. Yo's kicking out of the way, looking to trip Akos. And not really working. And now a spear in the corner. Stomp to the knee. Akos tagging Mikhail back in. Corner powerbomb alley-oop. Or a corner alley-oop powerbomb. Excuse me, it has been about a month. So I am a little bit out of my element at the moment. I'm sure that'll change quickly. Akos up top, turning around, moonsault connects. And the cover U immediately in the ring to break it up. Springboard moonsault from Akos. Looking for a leg drop. Yosuke getting out of the way. Double leg drop kick attempt. Akos gets out of the way. And now Irish whip tumbling over the top rope is Yosuke. And now Akos working on Yu. There's a backbreaker on the apron. And now picking up Yosuke. Tossing him into the apron where he slammed Yu in. And now Narukami looking to help out Hanamura. Turns Akos around. Elbow to the spine. Referee at the 5 count. Toss into the corner. There's 6. There's 7. Akos needs to get back into the ring and quick. And he does. There's 8. Not entirely sure why Yosuke didn't try to tag out. Elbow to the spine. Maybe this is why. But Akos tossing Yosuke into the ring. Petroka tossing a kendo stick into the ring. And now Hanamura with an Irish whip. Head scissor takedown. Referee very quick to discard that weapon. And a knee from Hanamura. Tagging in Narukami. And the opening torrent is more or less over. Narukami with a back elbow. And Narukami with the gator rolls into the headlock. Not entirely sure why Petroka entered the ring. Not even entirely sure if the referee fully saw that. And a hammer punch to the spine. Narukami tags out Hanamura back in. Akos tags out Mikhail back in. And now Yosuke with a bunny buster in the corner. Taking up Mikhail back up to his feet. And now Petroka having a few words for Hanamura. Really living up to her Heel of the Year award. And Petroka has been ejected. One match in and we already have a managerial ejection. Okay, Narukami, that was completely uncalled for. Bicycle kick from Hanamura. The pin, and Mikhail breaks it up. Narukami that is completely uncalled for. Neck breaker. And now Mikhail back in. Finally, Narukami allowing Petroka to leave. And Mikhail with the ground and pound. And an arm breaker. Like, I know we introduced, or are about to introduce, or whatever. Like, I know we have intergender wrestling this year, but that was completely uncalled for from you. Over the top rope, senton from Hanamura. And Mikhail breaks it up. And now a toss into the corner. Hanamura tagging in his partner. Double sweet chin music. And now Narukami kicking Akos while he's down. Rolling him onto his back. And slamming the knee into the canvas. And now just really working on that leg. Figure 4. Just working on the ACL. Narukami with a reversal. Diving underneath. Jumping over the top. And a back elbow turnstile. Narukami dragging Akos away from the ropes. And Akos kicking him off. Jumping knee to the bridge of the nose. Akos forcing Narukami back up to his feet. Narukami with a reversal. Somersault kick. Irish whip reversed. Akos with an uppercut to the gut, and again, running to the corner, running again right into an elbow. Narukami with a head scissor takedown. Forcing Akos back up to his feet. Akos with a reversal. Clothesline in the corner. And Akos tags out. A little bit of back and forth in the middle of the ring. Arm drag into a heel hook, and Mikhail immediately kicks out. Jumping knee strike. Mikhail tags in Akos. Narukami tags in Hanamura. Hanamura with a running clothesline ducked. And the ATL, I think that is. There's one. There's two. And Hanamura with another head scissor takedown, blood pouring down his forehead. Kick to the chest. Neck breaker. And now Hanamura in the corner, attacked by Mikhail. Probably not the best idea to head to your opponent's corner. And Akos back up to his feet. But not quite in time. Kind of chicken wing face buster. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Hanamura kicks out. And a rolling flapjack into the cover. Narukami breaks it up. Advantage squarely in Torna's corner. And now Akos just slowing this thing down, getting in the middle, or getting in the way of Yosuke, who finally had enough, back up to his feet. And another Bunny Buster right in front of Mikhail, so any breakup attempts will be quite immediate. And Akos still with the wherewithal to reverse. Turning Hanamura around. Scoop. And just face first right into the turnbuckle. Hanamura tags out Narukami back in. And Akos immediately with a gutbuster. Akos with the reversal into the clothesline. Forcing Narukami back up to his feet. Turning him around. Irish whip. Turnstile back elbow. And now middle rope. Diving axe handle punch. Heading up top. Staring him down, diving axe handle punch, but Narukami with a reversal. And a knee right to the jaw. Narukami forcing Mikhail back up to his feet. And just working on that, on those phalanges. Mikhail now with a toss to the corner. Turning Narukami around. Setting him up top. Looking for something big here. Avalanche facebuster. But not quite done. Sit down powerbomb into the cover. Hanamura breaks it up at advantage again in Torna's corner. Akos now to the outside. Looking for the phenomenal knee. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Narukami kicks out. Diving axe handle punch from the middle rope. Akos trying this again. There's one. There's two. No. Narukami kicks out. Rolling neck snap. Akos to the outside. Top rope senton. Third time lucky. There's one. There's two. No. Mikhail now. Akos clearly not working, so perhaps Mikhail can get the pin. Or maybe a leg lock. Mikhail trying the submission. And releases the hold. Just playing mind games. Crossbody somehow getting the distance. How about number 4? There's 2. Still no. What does Torna have to do to put Brosona away? Another crossbody. Into another leg lock. Will Mikhail release this time? Will Narukami escape? Another release. Leg DDT. Another cover. There's one, there's two, and finally Torna managing to put Brosona away. And as I catch my breath, have some replays.
Here are your winners, Aigis and Michael, the Acolytes.
And despite Petroka's early ejection from the match, Mikhail and Akos finding a way to win and putting up one of the greatest matches of tag team history for JWE. And for our next matchup of the evening, introducing first, making her way back to the singles division for good, it is the ultimate Aikido master, Tenko Chabashira. And her opponent, representing Seas,
and her opponent from Kamakura, Kanagawa, Japan, Alex.
it is Aigis. Here we go, both women ready. And referee rings bell, they meet in the middle, with Tenko immediately beginning with the short shoot kicks and the clothesline. And the ground and pound. Into the shots right to the side of the head. And a stomp to the spine. And now Tenko jumping arm breaker. And now finally into the collar and elbow. And Aigis immediately turning that around, just gripping on Tenko's wrist. And Tenko's throwing Aigis down. Aigis rolling out of the way. Double A dropkick. Bottom rope moonsault. Tenko gets out of the way. Irish whip. Diving underneath. And a kick right to the chest. Tenko now going for the cover. There's one. Aigis kicks out. Now Tenko running around. And a kick right to the chest. Knee on knee. Patella on patella. And now Tenko just working on that knee. Elbow to the leg. And if you disable the leg, you pretty much disable your opponent's entire offense, because can't derive power from, the strikes are a lot less powerful because he can't derive any lower body strength that then carries through the upper body. You disable their movement, so they're slower, they climb slower. Just working on the appendages, not a bad strategy from Tenko here. She's clearly not headhunting. Tenko with an Irish whip. And a spear. And now Tenko up top. Staring down Aigis, diving knee. And now just cranking on the neck. And now a figure 4 leg snap. Aigis really unable to get anything going. Finally a reversal. And now a head scissor Hurricane Rana takedown. Corkscrew standing moonsault into the cover. There's one, there's two. Tenko kicks out. Aigis forcing Tenko back up to her feet. Tenko with the reversal. And walking Aigis to the northern ropes. Wrapping the arm around the top rope, going for the cover. There's one. Aigis kicks out. And now Tenko up top. Trying to get Aigis back up to her feet. Flying forearm from the top rope. And now Tenko lining up a finisher. A release suplex right against the rope. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. And Aigis barely pops the shoulder. Tenko turning Aigis around. Another suplex. And now both women to the outside. Tenko just working on the knee. Stomp to the ankle. Toss back inside the rope. Tenko heading back up top. Diving elbow. Nobody's home as Aigis manages to roll out of the way. Now just exchanging blows here. Both women in the pocket. And Tenko coming out on top. Single shoulder suplex into the corner. And looking to put this one away clean. Just tossing Aigis with that release. German suplex into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And a few highlights from the match. And Tenko, welcome back to the singles division. Resuming her time here with a massive win against Aigis, not even allowing her to do anything. That was great. That was fantastic. And for our next tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, making their debuts here tonight, it is Mio and Senna. I don't know why they're not being introduced, but it is the Silverflame. And their opponents. It is Chie Tanaka and Yukiko Amagi, the Twin Dragons. Yeah, I have no idea why Silverflame weren't introduced in their debut, no less. I don't know. And here we go, Senna, Chie, the first in the ring. And referee rings the bell and they meet in the middle, with Senna immediately with a back elbow. Now a hammer punch right to the spine. Irish whip over the top rope. And a springboard hot shot. Chie back in the ring, and Senna immediately with a back elbow. And a belly-to-back suplex. And now kick right to the chest. Senna with a double foot stomp. And now Mio tagged in. Immediately spearing Chie off the apron. And now going after Yukiko. Although Yukiko creating separation. Chie back in the ring. And immediately knocking Mio off the middle rope. Now Hurricane Rana head scissor toss. Forcing Mio back up to her feet. Mio ducking underneath that kick. And now Irish whip. Running uppercut. There's one and only one. And now Mio with a snap DDT. Chie tagging out. Yukiko back in. Or, Yukiko in. I mean, technically she's back in because she... whatever. Yukiko kick to the stomach. And a leg drop. Yukiko with a sliding leg drop, and again. And now Yukiko wrapping Mio up in a wrist clutch, and Mio immediately escaping. And Zagiri knocking Yukiko down. And an Irish whip into the corner. And now Mio tagging in Senna for a chain attack. Double leg drop kick to the spine from Senna. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Yukiko kicks out. Senna with the ground and pound. Back elbows. Clothesline. And again. And now a double leg drop kick. Double tag out. Chie and Mio back in. And Chie grabbing the ears, slamming Mio headfirst into the mat. And now Chie up top. Diving elbow drop. And now just exchanging kicks. Mio with a knee into the clothesline. Tagging Senna back in. And Senna with a leg snap. Yukiko forcing separation, but Senna with a jawbreaker. And now locking in a figure four cloverleaf. Trying to force Chie to tap out and releases the hold because, of course, it's this game and 2K never learn. Senna fighting her way out of the grapple. Sending Chie for a run into the corner. Superman. Now tagging Mio back in. Now Chie sending Mio just flying over the top rope. Mio forcing Chie back up to her feet. Walking her and tossing her back inside the ring. There's three. But not much more. Now Chie tagging Yukiko back in. Tag team attack. And Yukiko with a power bomb. And now a arm bar. Trying to get Mio to tap out. Senna having to come to a Mimi's aid. And now Yukiko going for the cover. There's one, there's two. Mio kicks out just before three. And now Mio tagging Senna in for another chain attack. Irish whip, double underhook, toss. And now Senna with a diving axe handle punch. Going for the cover. Chie's in to break it up. And now Yukiko going for the cover. There's one, there's two. Senna kicks out. And now another tag team attack from Yukiko and Chie. Chie now in the corner, lining up. The dragon kick. Or whatever, a cyclone kick. Something like that. Mimi breaks it up. Toss into the corner, another tag team attack, yes. Double underhook, arm drag. And now Yukiko looking for an elbow drop. Senna gets out of the way and an enzigiri. And now Senna going for the cover. Chie breaks it up and knocks over the referee in the process. And now Senna with a barrel roll finisher. But the referee is down. Senna up top, double leg drop kick. Toss into the corner, tagging Mimi back in. Irish whip. Referee back up to her feet. And now you can go to the outside. There's 6. Senna with an arm, or excuse me, Mio with an armbar. Probably not the best idea because there's 8. There's 9 Mios in the ring, and that's gonna be a count out. And now for the replays. And probably not the win they wanted to have in their debut, but a win's a win. And that was a pretty close back and forth match. Mio just got lucky, didn't end in a draw. And for our next matchup, introducing first, it is Gundham Tanaka.
From the pits of hell, weighing in at 163 pounds, the demon, Goodmanson Tanaka.
And his opponent,
And his opponent, representing the Blue Bloods, from Japan, weighing in at 210 pounds, Kanji Tanaka.
it is Kanji Tatsumi. Here we go, both men ready? Ref rings bell, Gundham immediately running towards Kanji, just steps out of the way of that kick. Now sending Gundham down, stomp to the wrist. Now Kanji sending Gundham into the northwest corner. And Gundham with the back elbow. Sling blade into the double leg drop kick. And now Gundham with a scoop slam. Rolling Kanji onto his stomach. Lifting the knee, smashing it into the canvas. And a double leg drop kick from the ropes into the cover. There's one. Kanji kicks out. now Gundham going for the cover. Kanji now with a roll-up of his own. Now up against the ropes. Gundham turning Kanji around with that punch to the chest. And now Kanji with a reversal into a headlock. Now Kanji with an armbar. Just sending Gundham down. Elbow drop. And an arm breaker. Now Kanji middle rope. Diving crossbody. Going for the cover. There's one. Gundham kicks out. And now Kanji with a headlock. Gundham knees his way out. No Irish whip. Kanji with the reversal. And now over the shoulders. The knee to the jaw into the cover. There's 1, 2, and 3.
Here is your winner, Kanji Tanaka.
And Kanji beginning his season with a pretty big win against Gundham. And already shaping up to be a different year from last year. And for our penultimate matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is your Women's Universal Champion,
It's scheduled for one fall.
Samus Aran.
From the future, the Women's Impact Universal Champion, Samus Aran.
And her opponent,
And her opponent, representing
it is the Ultimate Soldier,
from Kyoto, Japan, Ultimate Soldier Brosona.
it is Mukuro Ikusaba. And here we go, both of them ready. Referee rings the bell. As Samus immediately sends Mukuro down with those kicks to the chest. Knee to the spine. Stomp to the wrist. And Mukuro with a reversal. Now rolling through with that pin. There's one. Samus kicks out and gets out of the way of that downward punch. Now Samus to the outside. Springboard crossbody into the cover. There's one, and Mukuro kicks out. Samus now kick to the spine. Smashing the knee into the canvas. And face first into the mat. Samus middle rope. Diving axe handle punch. Now up top. Heading out to the apron for some reason, and now Mukuro taking full advantage. Nobody knows where anyone is. Mukuro walking Samus to the northeast corner. Turning her around. Elbow to the spine. And a kick to the ankle. Samus turning that around. Now Mukuro out onto the apron. Samus with a hot shot sending her off. Mukuro up top. Looking for the axe handle punch, not getting the distance. Now stepping out of the way of that, but Samus with a wrist clutch kicks right to the chest. And now trying to toss Mukuro into the steel steps, not quite. And now Mukuro trying to toss Samus into the steps, not quite, but Mukuro with Samus with a nice reversal. There's 6. Samus tossing Mukuro to the to the side. There's 7. Mukuro slow to her feet. And in the ring. There's 1, there's 2. Mukuro kicks out. Now Samus up top, moonsault. Into the cover, there's 1, there's 2. Mukuro kicks out again. Samus with a kick to the spine. Heading up top. Crossbody, nobody's home. Irish whip. Kick to the chest, into the cover. There's 1. Samus kicks out. Mukuro walking Samus, but Samus elbowing out of the grapple. Irish whip diving underneath. Now Samus to the outside. Crossbody. Now rolling Mukuro around. Mukuro with the reversal uppercut to the chest. And now over the shoulders. And an F5. Going for the cover. There's one. There's two. Samus kicks out. Mukuro with an Irish whip and a clothesline. Hammer punch. And now Mukuro running around a little bit. Stomp to the wrist. Knee drop missed. Now Samus to the middle rope. Hurricane Rana toss. Mukuro to the outside. Samus following her to the outside. And now back inside again, just playing this little game. Morph ball roll up here. There's one. There's two. Mukuro kicks out. Samus forcing Mukuro back up to her feet. Kick to the chest. Stomp to the back of the head and a rolling elbow. Into the cover, there's one, there's two, and Samus Aran finally getting the three.
Here is your winner, Sam S.
And Samus starting off this year like she ended last year, just on top and, well, not untouchable, but close. And now for our main event of the evening. Introducing first,
The following contest,
it is the Lone Wolf,
making his way to the ring,
Zenkichi Hasegawa.
weighing in at 186 pounds. Ooh.
And his opponent.
And his opponent, representing the Acolytes, from Pangaea, weighing in at 254 pounds, Jim!
It is Jin. And here we go, both men ready for the final matchup of the evening. And referee rings the bell to meet in the middle and immediately tie up. Trying to gain control of the situation. Wolf walking Jin back into the corner. Referee having to break it up. And now a waistlock from behind. And now Jin with a roll through into a headlock. Now just working on the shoulder. And Wolf with an uppercut to create separation. And Jin with a takedown. Stomp to the wrist. Forcing Wolf back up to his feet, but Wolf with an elbow. And again, tying up the collar and elbow. And now Jin with the waist lock. Wolf fighting his way out. And now a headlock of his own. Wolf with a reversal. And just keeping Jin locked in place. Jin finally able to fight out. Double A dropkick finds its mark, and now Wolf going for the cover. There's one. Jin kicks out. Stomp to the ankle. Now Wolf, Irish Whip. Turning Jin around, hammer punch to the spine. And now sending Jin neck first into the ring post. Irish Whip to the corner. And Jin popping a knee, tossing Wolf into the corner. And now running clothesline. Jin going for the cover. There's one. Wolf kicks out. And now Jin from behind. Knee to the jaw. Clothesline takedown. Now Jin with the stomps. Wolf pushing Jin away, clothesline. Beautiful reversal of the finisher. Now standing shooting star press. Wolf going for the cover. There's 1, 2, Jin kicks out. Senkichi completely whiffing on that. But no matter, sending Jin for an Irish Whip, knee to the gut. Now sending Jin on the top rope. Jin fights his way down. And now Wolf. Setting up the Wolf's Bane Powerbomb. Into the cover. There's 1. There's 2. Jin kicks out. Wolf now whiffing on that. Jin pushing him down, going for the cover off the reversal. There's 1, 2. Wolf gets the shoulder up. And now Wolf looking to get Jin up over the shoulder. Jin with an elbow down. Jin going for the cover. There's 2, and Wolf unable to kick out. As we watch the highlights of this very amazing, very chaotic back and forth match.
Here is your winner, Jin!
And with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here tonight on the season opener of JWE. And hope to see you on Wednesday for the return of Wingcrest and Friday for the return of Eclipse. As, yeah, we're back. We are back. But until then, we are signing out from Cleveland, Ohio. See ya.